Hi, welcome to Fusion Beads. Today I'm going to be showing you two looms, the Beadalon Jewel Loom and the Beadalon Baby Jewel Loom. Both of them are designed by Julianna Avelar, also known as Jewels. They are both made of durable plastic, great for travel. They also measure 2.75 inches wide, and the original is 10.5 inches long. The Baby Jewel is about half that size, measuring at 5 inches. This is great for smaller projects and great for travel. For beginners, it's nice because it's already got its warp curve here. I'm going to show you in a second how to set up the original using the bar to create your warp curve. Okay, let's go ahead and set up our original loom. Put the baby loom aside right now. I'm going to take the bar and we're going to put in, the bar has 2 points here and you'll see 2 holes to match. Go ahead and put one side in that hole, give it a bend and put in the other side. And you'll see it's now got its nice warp bend. This is going to help with our tension when using the thread and adding the warps to the loom. Okay, so another thing to notice is the grooves here. These are going to hold the warp threads nice and tight so they don't slip and slide. They're spaced perfectly to measure a size 11 bead in between each groove. I've got here a size 8 Delica, and what you're going to want to do before you start your beadwork is lay a bead next to the grooves, just to see how far apart you want to space your warp threads. So this size 8, I'm going to need to space my warp threads 2 notches apart, 2 grooves apart. These grooves make this loom very versatile and able to be used with various size beads. All right, to anchor our thread, our warp thread, you can do it on any of the 6 buttons on the loom. There's 2 on each side, and then there's also 2 on the back. I'm going to go ahead and anchor the thread to the back button here. I've got some Fireline thread already woven onto one of these bobbins. I find it nice and easy to use. Keeps my thread compact, great for travel. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and start a loop. Stick it on the button here, pull tight, and then I'm going to do one more knot on here just so it's nice and secure. Okay, so like I said, we're going to put the thread in the notches. So first of all, I'm going to come up on one side, go through my first notch, and then I'm going to want to find the notch about right across on the other set of grooves here. Go through there. Flip my loom around, go around my button, okay, and then I'm going to find the notch or the groove 2 apart like we talked about just a second ago. Coming up on this side. And then 2, go all the way across. Again, 2 grooves apart. Flip, loop it around my button. Find that next groove, flip it again. Go all the way across. Now I'm going to keep warping my threads until I have one more warp than the number of beads that I'll be using in my piece. So for this one, I'm going to be using 3 beads across, so making a piece that's 3 beads wide. So that means that I'm going to need to have 4 warp threads. So this will be my last warp thread here. Okay, and then again, flipping it over the last time. Okay, and I'm going to cut this off using my Xuron thread scissors. And then again, I'm going to tie off around this button. Make it nice and tight. So one way to do that is to take your thread, go underneath all your warps, come up, loop it through, creating a knot. Pull it nice and tight. You can do that one more time to make that a little bit more secure. All right, there we have it. You turn this over and you can see that right now my threads are a little loose, a little too loose to actually loom with. But that's the beauty of this loom. We're going to now take out our bar that we added here, and it's going to add the tension. So I have to bend my loom slightly to remove my bar. Ooh. There we go. Take that one out. And now you'll see that the tension's nice and tight. But it is almost like a little guitar here. It's so nice and tight. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and show you how to add thread and beads to your loom. All right, I've got my needle here and I have gone ahead and threaded some thread on here. I'm going to find the end, tie it to the leftmost warp thread once and then twice. This is what's called our weft thread. The weft thread is what's going to hold the beads on. You're going to be stringing your beads on. All right, so I've got my knot and it slides up and down this one, this warp thread. Now, to go ahead and loom, you're going to first start by taking your needle, pass it under your warp threads. And this one, like I said, has 3 spaces. 4 warp threads means 3 beads can fit in here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab 3 beads. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Bring those beads down and underneath. And then we're going to push them up in between the space there, in between each of the warp threads. Then this is really important. With those beads all the way up, I'm going to go ahead and pass my needle back through the beads on top of the warp thread. So making sure that the needle is on top of the warp threads. And then go ahead and pull that all the way through, nice and tight. Like so. Okay, let's do that again. I'm going to pass the needle under the warp threads, grab 3 beads, bring those down, push the beads up in between each of the warp threads, run my needle right through the beads again on top of the warp threads, and pull it all the way through. And there you have it. Then you would keep adding beads as you would like. Okay, you can find this product as well as many other tools and supplies at fusionbeads.com. For more information on projects using looms, you can check out our Inspiration Project Gallery.